Hello, and welcome here to Dean Street for this Northern Premier League East match between the Stocksbridge Park Seals and Shildon. I'm your commentator, Adam Allcroft, here as we look towards another potentially fantastic match as the Seals try to secure their place in the playoffs here. So, Shildon is a place of many memories for the Steels. Two games here at Dean Street before. Last season, it was a 2-2 draw. Goals from Ross Goodwin and then Lee Cuxey, a native of the North East, getting us a point which was fantastic considering how much we struggled away from home last season. I am going to get copyright checks for the music in the background. It's a great music for that. Obviously, the big one that remembers it was over 20 years ago now when Stocksbridge came here in the fourth qualifying round to Shildon, a team in a couple of divisions below. Many of the players, including Andy Ring, who played that day, and Ian Richards, who was injured but still within the squad, thinking they were going to cruise to victory and book their place for the very first time in the first round in FA Cup. It would not be like that. Shildon would run out 6-0 winners in that game, go to the first round, play Notts County at Meadow Lane, one of those dream fixtures in the FA Cup, and that remains Stocksbridge's best ever run in the tournament. And it has now that bitter note of we didn't even lose gracefully in that one. But on today, Stocksbridge will look to try and get their first ever win here at Dean Street. We have the teams out for you to now. Shildon's team is as follows. It's Harrison Bond in goal, then it's Aidan Haywood, Kurt Matthews, David Atkinson, Alex White, Max Allen, Joe Postill, Ben Trotter, Billy Grulick-Smith, Ben Ray, and Ben Dib Fuller. Their benches: Jack Volks, John Weirs, Vinny Steels, Alex Hutchinson, and Keaton Mars. The teams are just now walking on now, so we'll just go through the Stocksbridge team as well. In goal is Ben Townsend, Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, Mitch Langton, Charlie Oglesby, Elliot Murray, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, Luke Rawson, Lewis McCaskill, and Ian PFA. That is an unchanged team from last Saturday's 2-0 win against Cleethorpes Town. The bench is Bailey Baker, Alex O'Connor, Charlie Wood, Dylan Youngby, and Andy Ring, the man who played in that 6-0 defeat 20 years ago. We're 2 minutes away from kickoff. Please do feel free to get involved on the comment section of our YouTube stream. Tell us where you're listening from. Whether you're listening from Stocksbridge or around Sheffield area, or if you're listening from abroad, we have lots of international listeners on our commentary. Whether you're a Shildon fan who is tuning in because you can't make it today for whatever reason, we love everyone who listens here. Yeah. So, just seeing a few little warm-ups from Ross Goodwin as well as the Shildon team. The Shildon team currently struggling at the wrong end of the table after breaking into the playoffs last year. They're currently in 18th in a relegation playoff zone. They won't drop into the automatic relegation zone today. They're 4 points clear of Carlton in that, but they also can't climb out of the playoffs. They're 5 points away from Brighouse Town, who will again drop down into that 16th place and are in a fight to avoid the drop this season. Stocksbridge, of course, in the playoffs. Stocksbridge currently in 4th place. They are 6 points clear of 6th place Dunstan, with Dunstan being the match on next Saturday. Getting a big win today would much help there. Obviously, winning us would be crucial next Saturday, but beating their North East rivals here, Shildon will help score that place in the playoffs with just 10 games to go now in the season. So we aren't long now away from kickoff. Shildon are the ones who will be starting this game, with their fan base passionate and up for it as they look to fight against relegation and climb their way out. Just a quiet round Dean Street as they wait for this match to begin. And that is the start of the match from referee Thomas Wilson, and Shildon get on the ball right now. So Shildon are the home team today in the all-red kit, kicking from right to left as they get it into box there quickly with Dib Fuller, but it'd be well tackled by Tinker, and Tinker's took to the ground. No foul given. Shildon causing problems immediately, but it does. Stocksbridge are able to tackle, and Tinker actually passes that out to McCaskill. Stocksbridge still in some trouble in their own corner, but eventually Oglesby kicks it out. So Stocksbridge there in the yellow shirts, blue shorts, and blue socks, kicking from left to right. Ball's gone back here to Bond. Fabu is coming to close down. Bond has to hurry up his kick out there, and he does go right out there. The pressing for the Steels working well early on in this fixture. So we will, of course, try and keep you up to date with all the other scorelines from the Northern Premier League East and how that might affect us and Shildon as well in these fights for playoffs and against relegation. And we'll also try and keep you up to date with some of our other local fixtures as well. As Stock's around the ball now, Turner pass it to Tinker. Back to Langton, who clips all forward. Ross tries to head it on, but it's beyond him. White heads away with Shildon now, but Turner harassing, and Goodwin gets the ball back to Langton, who's trying to get it to the wing, and it's a good pass there to McCaskill. McCaskill there is going to try and put the ball in low first time, but it's not much on to Max Allen is able to clear it out. Gets to Grulich Smith, who takes the touch back into midfield, and it's back with Grulich Smith now. Some nice little passing as he gets it to Trotter. Trotter rolling it out to Hayward, who's advancing forward, but well tackled by McCaskill there, and he gets it to Rawson. Tried to hold it up, but he's been dispossessed fairly simply by Allen, and he gets it back to White now, who knocks it forward, but it's a bit into nowhere. Lemon is going to go over and collect that and clear upfield, but only clears it back there to Matthews, who's one of Shildon's better players. We've seen it over the last 2 seasons, and Shildon there fairly comfortable passing it around in their defence with a minute gone in this game so far. It's a crossfield ball there looking for Dibfuller, but it's beyond him. It's going to go out to the opposite side to be a throw-in. So, you know, in the Premier League, Bournemouth have taken a lead within a minute against Arsenal. Not one you'd expect. Throwing going down there, and it's McCaskill trying to get turned. McCaskill slips down, and no foul given despite the appeals of Luke Rawson there. Ball's going to be passed back to Bond, and Bond there struggled there to keep it in and avoid it being a corner. They don't want to concede easy set pieces, Shildon. They conceded from one against Sheffield FC during the week in that 2-0 loss as they made the visit to North Derbyshire. Tinker's just on the ball now. He's been pressed onto him. He's got back down. He's got some space, and he's going to clip it over for Rawson to try and chase. Rawson's going to fight with it with White. White's got the physicality on him, though. Rawson's just nipped him well. Great work from Luke Rawson. Also trying to slip through McCaskill, but it's blocked and tackled, and Shildon are able to get it away from their defence. Shildon now knocking it forward. It's going to be one. Grulich Smith's going to chase. Murray's ahead of it, though. Murray's going to try and turn away, though. Grulich Smith's managed to dispossess him here on the right wing. He's close to the corner flag, and he might have the beaten of Murray here, and he's going to get a ball in. Grulich Smith is a good ball, but Lemon's come back into centre-back and cleared that one away. Potentially dangerous ball there, but Jordan Lemon aware of it and doing well to cover Murray there. But it's come great work there by Shildon, but as they do that, there's a foul there on McCaskill, and that danger is gone. So it's going to be, it's actually a free kick. It's actually a throw-in. I thought that might have been a free kick. It would have taken some time. So taking it down the line, Rawson heads it on, but no one's there to collect it. It's just back with Allen now, the blonde-headed defender. Clip forward, tries to head it back, and he does head it back well. He's going to try and get to the wing, but well cut out by Lemon, and Lemon's going to try and turn this into attack. It's a fantastic pass from Jordan Lemon to a Faber on the right wing. He's got no one in the centre yet, really. Rings trying to get in the box. A Faber takes a shot, and it's just over. Narrow, quite a tight angle for a Faber. We had no options in the middle, really. Neither Rawson or Turner were able to get in the box to give him that support. In the end, a Faber decided to go on his own, and he could only hit it over from that tight angle. It was fantastic work, though, from Jordan Lemon there, who intercepted the ball looking for Dibfuller, turned it into attack immediately by pressing forward, and then, in fact, the pass to Afebu was just absolutely perfect. It just needed one of the attackers, either like Rawson, to get in that box earlier and give Afebu an option to square it. Bond sending it long there, headed on to Ray, who will be offering support in attack, but tackled by Murray. Murray's clearing, so he's cleared away, and it's going to go to Matthews here, who's got some space to move into, taking advantage of a deflected clearance, trying to slip through to Grulich Smith, to Ray, and Ray gets a touch, but it's heavy, and it goes out for the goal kick. 4 minutes gone in this game so far. It's 0-0 here between Shildon and Stocksbridge Park Steels. And he's going to go back for Townsend to take the goal kick. Townsend hoping to follow up his clean sheet against Cleethorpes Town last week. So what Stocksbridge, I think, struggled within their that 4-game losing streak was the fact that they were conceding first, having to chase games. It's not obviously not something Stockbridge have had to do too much this season, but it was a bit huge challenge doing it consistently and not one we were able to beat in any of these sides. As Shildon trying to knock it, but Tinker's able to clear it. McCaskill's going to try and turn his man, but it's headed away from him before Turner's knocks it along, and McCaskill going to try and chase that. Rawson's chasing it too. Allen's on it first, pass it back to Bond. Rawson, I think, just not being fully committed to closing on Bond, but Bond just boots it right out to play anyway. Obviously, just so you know about an early result, Sheffield United lost 1-0 to Blackburn Rovers. So now it's just Tinker for this throw in here on the left-hand side. Goes through, and McCaskill trying to break through, but it's going to be cleared. Lemon's looking to first onto him, but it looks like the winger did pull him out of the beating him, and Lemon's actually got pace on him there and has been able to get back and recover well. It was actually Post-Hill there who's trying to move on, but he gets back to Townsend. Townsend has cleared it up. Rawson fighting for it, leaves it. He claimed for a free kick, Rawson. Definitely wasn't one. Goes back to Bond. McCaskill closing in, and it seems like they've noticed a weakness with this goalkeeper and the pressure on it. The White's just done some good play to absolutely feint a Faber out, but Gooden's closing down. He's got a Faber onto it. Faber trying to slip through a pass to Rawson. Rawson tried to get the pass there to McCaskill, but not there. It's not poorly cleared, and gone to Gooden. Gooden's going to take the volley. Well saved. It's not out yet. It's about McCaskill. Volleys it. It's in. Lewis McCaskill puts the Steels ahead 1-0 here. It was the closing down. It was the pressure in the box where Shildon just couldn't handle it. Goodwin's volley was well saved by Harrison Bond. And it was then cleared away, but only for Lewis McCaskill to volley in from close range. It's 1-0 Steels here. Fantastic goal from Lewis McCaskill there. And now Shildon get the game back underway here with the Steels taking an early 1-0 lead thanks to that Lewis McCaskill volley. And Shildon, who haven't looked bad so far, but just the Steels were able to close down and just cause so much chaos in that box that they're take advantage. And Stocksbridge with the first goal in the Northern Premier League today. White is the one who looks quite comfortable on the ball because Rawson did try to close him down there, but then White's ball out was blocked by McCaskill. It's only gotten back to Allen there, but it seems like Stocksbridge are quite happy to try and pen this Shildon defence in and force them to make the mistake like they just have done there. Hello, Paige there. Obviously, you can see Lewis McCaskill's partner celebrating the goal. I hope the little lad's cheering on as well today. Love that picture I saw of him listening to the commentary. As it's just going to be a free kick here for Stockbridge, just the Shildon were offside. It looked to attack it. And now it's back with Townsend to take. So what a start for the Steels here today. The exact opposite of what we've seen in recent weeks where Stockbridge have conceded an early goal and not been able to fight back. Just so you know, Swallownest are 1-0 ahead in their game with a new manager in charge today. Goal going low from Townsend. Looking for Rawson on the left wing. Rawson takes it to feet, being pressured by White all the way. Being forced back with Rawson, but he gets it back to Tinker, who passes it back to McCaskill. Still back to goal. McCaskill looking to turn. McCaskill, a lovely spin move, tripped down there by Hayward, and it's a free kick to Stocksbridge. And now it's back for Langton, who's going to try and take this in. No Thomas Poole in the lineup. You'll notice I did watch him warming up before the game, so he'll hopefully not be too long back. Hopefully he'll be back for Tuesday game against Ossett, or maybe Saturday against Dunstan. Langton is taking this free kick there where Poole would normally be. Langton clipping the ball, and it's a good looking ball as well. Murray's racing onto it. Anyway, Rawson takes a volley. It's the advertising hoarding behind. Rawson probably should do better with that one. It falls to him perfectly, but Rawson doesn't get a clean connection there, and that's a let off for Shildon's defence. And it was Ian Sutton there behind the goal who had his arms up there, thinking, "Oh my God, can't believe that didn't go in." I thought for certain that was going to fall into the bottom corner there. Great start by Stockbridge. This 1-0 to the Steels with 9 minutes gone. Murray clears away a Fabu chasing onto it. Takes the feet, looking to get the beating of his man, but a bit of tussling there between him and Matthews. All fair in love and war on that one, and Matthews won that fight. Goes out for a Shildon throw. It's a good throw in there to Ray, but Ray can't keep all the ball. Long ball on. Rawson's going to chase onto it. McCaskill caused problems. White slices his clearance. Turner's the one trying to get onto it. Bounces once. Goodwin heads it forward, but only for Hayward to head it back, and it goes to Post-Hill, who seems to have gone onto the left wing now. passes it back there to Atkinson, and Goodwin almost gets the foot on it there, but it does go to Hayward, and Hayward's the one who's going to send it long looking for post hill. Murray heads away back to Afebu, whose pass is poor, and it gives it right there back to Shildon, and they're going to look to get on the attack. They try to send the ball towards post on the left wing. He gathers it back to goal. Oh, cuts inside. Back now with Atkinson. Atkinson with some space to try and dictate his pass, and he does. He goes to Grealish Smith on the right wing, but a sliding challenge from Tinker blocks that. It's going to be a throw-in on the right wing. This, by the way, this win will not change our league position as current results stand. Won't any results actually does give us though an 8-point cushion over Dunstan at the moment. There's also another goal to let you know about. Worksop Town have taken a one, and there's a free. Stocksbridge have given a dangerous free kick away actually there after the throw-in, and this is going to be a tough one to defend because this is a big physical Shildon side. And when we played against them at Brackenmore last season, Alexander White scored from a similar sort of goal from this sort of position. Yes, let you know, Worksop have taken a lead against Grimsby Borough. Jay Rollins has scored at that one. So it's on the right wing here, just about a yard or two away from the right wing. It's not the sort of thing you want to be defending. You can see Alexander White there at the moment taking a position up on the edge of the 6-yard box because Oglesby and it's a very deep sort of defended free kick. I'm surprised that's the way they're gone. And it's Murray that heads it out though, that free kick, and Lemon gets the second one out. Only goes back there to Hayward, who takes a touch, gets past Goodwin, sends it down the right wing. It's a great pass. Clipped across, going looking for Ray, and going to be cleared away by Oglesby there, just above Ray's head. And now Fabu has it, and Stocks is going to get on the counter-attack. Fabu is getting up to full speed here. Slows it down, looking to slip through the pass to Fabu, but the pass is poor, and it's well cut out by Shildon. And they're going to get to DeFuller, and now Shildon are going to advance and try to get on the attack. And they try to lay the pass off for Matthews, and Fabu's back covering. Passes back to Lemon, who is going to go back to Fabu, and Fabu's now going to clear it down, looking for Rawson. Rawson chests it down, trying to just get it past him, and there's no one there really for that pass, and it goes to Allen, who passed it back here to Bond, who's going to get closed down by McCaskill again. They're going to try and force the poor ball out. Much better from Bond this time, though, is it's going to just go back, though Tinker heads it away to Langton, and Langton's pass to Turner's off target. Throw in here for Shildon. So it's currently 1-0 after 12 minutes to do with the Steels. Back here with Shildon. You can see the Seagulls are making a visit to here. Back as he goes back to Allen here. He's going to clip one long looking for Grealish Smith, but Oglesby's able to head that one out. It's kept in, though, by Shildon. And before he just goes back for Oglesby, Langton's going to send it down for Rawson to try and challenge. Goes back to Alexander White, though, who takes it to feet. He's going to clip it over, looking for Matthews on left wing. It's well cut in by Matthews, who is just facing up with Fabu. Tries to get past Fabu. Fabu blocks. Fabu clears it up to Rawson. Rawson needs to hold up, but he's got Turner advancing here. Rawson just needs to let the pass off. He's going to look for McCaskill on the left wing. Just not ahead of him, really, McCaskill, but McCaskill does collect it to feet, and he's going to take it onto the left wing. He's going to look to clip a curling ball inside, but it's ended up just going straight into Harrison Bond's arms here. Good play there by Stocksbridge, just lacks the final ball there from McCaskill, who's already got on the score sheet once today. A bit of a cross-come shot there from the former Clay cross winger. Ball going long, headed away by Turner, and then Lemon tries to get Holland onto it, but only goes back to Murray, who's able to clear it on long, and going to go back to White. White is going to be unchallenged as he collects the ball here. I think the fact he's fainted Rawson a few times has hooked the Steel's defence off pressuring him too much as the ball goes long. Well, actually gone to Posthill. He's back onto the right wing now, but Posthill can't really control it. He wants the throw in. He thinks it's his throw in. Instead, it's going to be Tinkers for the Steels. Steels are awake for this one so far, unlike a certain Stocksbridge fan who is hungover currently and did not make it onto the coach like he promised he would last night. Tinker throws it down the hill to Rawson, hit on by McCaskill, but it's only going to go back to Atkinson, who's cleared that way for Shildon. Just a bit of head tennis at the moment, but and no one's really won it. Actually, now it has been won by Stocksbridge. It's rolled into Turner's feet, and Turner turns and tries to get it through to McCaskill with that pass block, but Turner gets onto the second ball here, and Turner's going to look for Fabu, and Fabu is about a mile offside. They're going to actually continue with play there, because it has actually worked a bit out for Shildon here, because it's got it to Dibfuller on the left wing, who's facing up with Lemon, moving steadily. He's going to try and cut inside the cross, blocks, goes back to Dibfuller, puts another cross in. It's behind most players, and Tinker's able to clear that one out. Only going back to Hayward, who heads it forward to Atkinson, and Atkinson gets it back to Hayward. Hayward takes it to feet,
looking to get that ball onto the right wing. It's a good-looking ball there for Posthill. Posthill is able to get it in the box, but diving, clearing header from Oglesby. And then it's Turner who's looking for the foul there, doesn't get it, allows Atkinson to get back on it, but McCaskill's come back well to defend. McCaskill has turned Atkinson really well. And now he's going to try and carry the ball away. Passes it back to Langton here. Langton here looking for the ball through to a Fabu, and that's been blocked off. The Fabu was testing the offside flag there again, though. Now back Shildon, who've got it onto the left wing on the edge of the box with Gruelich Smith. Back here for Matthews, who ball in is deflected, and he goes back to Gunn, who's able to clear it. But being cut out there by Allen, and this is some pressure from Shildon here as they look having their best period of the game so far. With back to Allen here. Rawson's looking to press and force a mistake as he takes a short pass to Haywood. Haywood cuts in back now with Allen. Allen passes it now to White here as Shildon just happy to have it in their own defence at the moment. As they try to get it onto the right wing. It's well kept in there as the fight goes to Tinker. Tinker wins on the fight and he's going to clear that one out. But that is only just going to go back to Allen. I say Allen. Allen's let it go out for a throw in here. So back with Alexander White now, who's going to knock that long. Lemon's going to go up for the header, and he does head it away. Appeals for handball, and I think that may have been one. His arm was definitely up. And it's a dangerous, dangerous free kick for Shildon here. About 20 yards out on the left-hand side of the box. And this could, I'm trying to think, is this going to be a shot or a cross? It could be either. It's Joe Posthill who's come over to take this one. It looks like it's going to be right-footed from Posthill, who's been switching wings a couple of times so far in this game. And Lemon getting a bit of talking to for the referee. Lemon disagreeing with that decision. But here comes Posthill. Posthill is looking to cross the ball, and it's a dangerous looking cross. Cleared away, it's bounced awkwardly. There's a chance there, but Murray's cleared it. It's not gone fully. It's gone back to Dib Fuller. Dib Fuller takes a shot. It's well over. And the steals there almost getting a bit of bad luck with the ricochets there. Alexander White was in there for Shildon. He wasn't able to turn it in. Thankfully, Stocksbridge were able to clear. Dib Fuller, though, almost had a good opportunity, but he could only send it over. Stocksbridge get a let-off on that one. 17 minutes gone, 1-0 to the Steels so far here at Dean Street. Just having a look. I'm just having a little look at the score because Worksop winning. With Worksop's win, they go 22 points ahead of Stockton. It means Stockton can no longer be automatically promoted. I'm just trying to work out if they actually get promoted today. No, they can't because Hebburn can still catch them technically. Technically is the key word there. Back with Tinker here, and Tinker just takes a touch. He's going to, not that long. Rawson's going to get the beat of his man on the left wing here. He's got an option in the middle. It's a great touch by Rawson. Rawson's going to take the shot himself. Great save from Bond. And Goodwin's going to follow that out, and the Steels are going to get the first corner. So a great turn from Rawson to open up the space. And with a striker in the box, he's always going to take that opportunity. It's well saved by a diving Harrison Bond, who's able to palm that out. And it's Stockbridge's first corner of the game. Curtis Turner heading over to take this one. Turner hit here. That's been good from his set piece deliveries while Pull's been going out. I mean, we're not really missing that threat so much. Turner goes out, headed A. It's been well saved. It's on the 6-yard and it's been turned in. It's Elliot Murray who's turned it in from just a yard out. And the Steels are leading 2-0. Elliot Murray's not been on the score sheet for a few months there. The initial header from Mitch Langton was saved, but no one was there, and Murray was able just to tap it in from close range. Steels leading 2-0 here at Shildon. Just a fantastic set piece. Langton with a free header, well saved from Bond. It's not his fault at all. But Murray is just there in the right position at the right time to make it 2. And it's looking very good for us so far in this one. In another local fixture, Hallam FC have taken the lead against Botsford Town. They're 1-0 up now. So Shildon immediately get on the attack. Tunker clears that way before Dib Fuller can potentially get onto it. That's just how luck can go sometimes, especially for a team that's fighting against relegation. Shildon very unlucky not to equalise at this end, with Alexander White just not being able to get a foot onto it from about a yard out like Elliot Murray. Steele's able to clear before Dib Fuller hit it over, and then just about a minute later, Stocksbridge get the corner. And the bounce falls right for Stocksbridge and they're able to turn it in. That can sometimes be the difference between a team that's got the look and going for promotion and just gone into the 6-yard area, that long throw, but Goodwin's able to clear it, and a team that is fighting for playoffs. Rawson's definitely handballed it at least once there and at least twice, and Andrew complaining he shouldn't be complaining. That was he's handballed it at least twice, Rawson, on that one. And it's going to go back for White here, who's actually going to leave it for Allen now to take the free kick. I think they're just going to try and get this in the box as Shildon are wanting to get back a goal back as soon as possible. They lost 6-0 last week against Worksop, and they don't want a repeat of that. But at the moment, it could end up being that way. Hello, Andrew Murray saying up the Steels. And I'm not waving, I'm not lonely. I'm very happy up here in this stand. As we just see that Shildon's had a good attack there. A few headers went there before Ben Ray headed it wide of the goal. So back for Townsend to take this goal kick, who has not really been tested as of yet in this game. Shildon having their chances blaring them over. Townsend sending it long. He's looking for Rawson here. It's headed on to McCaskill, and Goodwin's knocked it on long for. It's McCaskill trying to chase onto it now, but Hayward's got a beating of him there, and Hayward able to clear it away well. Hayward doing well in this battle against McCaskill so far. Bounce out, so throw into the Steels just inside the Shildon half. And it's now back for Tinker to take this throw in. Tinker now down the line he goes. Away, and Rawson heads it onto McCaskill. McCaskill lays off a Turner. Turner trying to chip the ball into the box, but I think he sliced that bit, maybe even a bit of foot onto it, and it's headed away. Still being in a bit of danger there, though. Matthews has cleared that one away for Shildon before Tinker heads it back in, but Hayward able to clear that one as well. That's a Grillick Smith who is trying to knock it on for Ray, but a little push away from Tinker's got that for him, and he's knocked a lot on Rawson almost getting onto the end of that, but Allen's covered it well and able to clear it. Goes out of play now. It's a throw into Stocksbridge there. So, getting going very, very well for the Steels so far. 2-0 up in this game after just 22 minutes. Just need to have continue on this sort of professional outlook of getting this win. Castle just about keeps it in there on the throw, almost went straight back out again and gets it to a Faber now. Looking to turn, but he's been held around by like 4 Shildon players, and I think eventually Faber gives a foul away, just in a bit of frustration of losing the ball. Now it's going to go back for Bond's going to step up and take this free kick. So back with Bond, who has stepped quite far up here to one of their advertising audiences. So the young goalkeeper who's made the saves, but he hasn't had his defence clearing for him after the saves were made. That's been the problem for Shildon so far. Goodwin's head away. I think Rawson's trying to knock it onto a Faber. Faber gets a bit of a touch onto it, but it's not enough. Allows Matthews to come away with it. Bit of an advantage given because the Faber did trip him. Goodwin does the tackle, but didn't know where it was. Turner does, though, and he's going to send it a looping one for a Faber to chase. Bounces in front of White, and White passes it back to Bond. Faber's going to continue to close down, but Bond is quick on the clearance away. Oglesby heads away. There's a bit of cursing from the Shildon bench here. Chris Hughes, the manager here, who's trying to get them away from trouble at the moment. Now back for Post Hill. Goodwin goes in the challenge, and it is a foul given away from Goodwin. And it's a good chance for Shildon. Actually, to put the ball in. They've taken it quick. Got to Post Hill on the left-hand side. I'd evaded a challenge from Goodwin down line. Puts a ball in. Deflects from Lemon. It's a corner kick to Shildon here. Chance for Shildon. It's their first corner of the game so far. Hello, Paul. It has been a great start here for Stocksbridge, but they'll need to defend this corner if they want to continue this great start in this game. Hope you're enjoying the game from Mexico so far. A famous pie on a Stocksbridge. Ball goes in, clip ball. Header's on, but saved by Townsend. It's a fantastic corner routine. The header is flicked on. Townsend kind of chests it there before collecting it, but it's some danger for Shildon, and it shows that this team, the Railway men, are not out of this one at the moment. It was Grillick Smith with the header there, who scored against Stocksbridge the last time we were at Dean Street in that 2-2 draw. Ball goes long to McCaskill. Takes a good touch. McCaskill gets pass off to a Faber on the right-hand side. He's got Ross in the box, but he's got four Shildon men between him, and so he's going to take the pass back to Lemon here. Lemon's closed down quickly. Takes the pick back to a Faber. They're trying to open up the space on this right-hand side. Faber does well, spins out of a challenge, but eventually is tackled there, and Lemon commits the foul there before Shildon can clear it away. All right, back here. White sending the ball long here. They're trying to get it quickly down the field. Oglesby heads it away. It's Langton tracking the ball and knocks it away again, but Shildon are going to get it onto the left wing. They're looking to try and keep it in. They can't, and it's actually going to be Stocksbridge's throw, which is a bit of a surprise to Postill. He's complaining about it, which actually, in fairness, I thought that was going to be a Shildon throw, so I don't blame him. Lemon here will throw the ball down the line, looking for a Fabu, but it's going to be headed away by Shildon. Only sideways, actually, and it's headed by Trotter, who's not been in the game much, and Trotter's given away the free kick there, but it's basically it's an arm on the face, according to the referee, but the Shildon fans aren't happy with that one. And it's gonna be Langton who's clipping this ball in. Ball goes in, looks at that far end, but easily headed away by Shildon. They stepped up well to head that way. It's gone quickly to Dib Fuller, who's been forced backwards here before he's going to try and get the ball forward, but Tinker blocks and heads that away. Goodwin heads it on. Ross trying to chase, but Allen heads it away from him. Turner gets on the ball first. Good play from him. Gets it to a Fabu on the left-hand side. A Fabu passes it back to Tinker. Tinker now just going to take the ball forward, and he's going to try and clip the ball forward, but it's blocked. And then Langton clips it. Blocked by Allen, but Stocksbridge still causing problems. Rawson causing a bit of havoc in that defence before Allen is able to clear this one away fully. I say fully. It's out for a throw for the Steels now. 27 minutes gone. 2-0 to Stocksbridge at the moment. Genuinely, there's not many goals in the Northern Premier League so far. The only ones coming here, the two here, and the one over at Worksop. There has been more goals here at Dean Street than there is in the entirety of the rest of the Northern Premier League so far, as White blocks that one off, and Shildon get the ball back in defence, trying to evade the challenge of McCaskill, who's running around like a blue-ass fly to try and stop Shildon getting out of it. And it does almost work because Turner's just got the ball, but just a bit of an awkward deflection, just carried that away, and now Postill's got it, and there's a potential for a counter-attack. It's a great ball here to Matthews as Shildon press forward. Kurt Matthews is looking to slip through his man on the left-hand side here to Postill, who's in the box, but he passes it back outside the box to Matthews, who's trying to get down to the byline. Lemon gets a foot onto it a bit, but Matthews still gets it back to Postill. Postill allows it to roll into his feet. He's trying to go diagonal, and he's got it into the box, and it's some cute passing from Shildon as they try to find the space, but it has been cleared away. But danger not over. Back with Matthews on the left wing. Matthews clipping across in. Townsend coming to claim. He punches it away, and Turner's going to be the first on to that. He's going to knock that one long, and before it's been blocked off by Hayward. Hayward can't keep it in. Throwing Stocksbridge. Stocksbridge survives that bit of pressure. Pretty surprised result happening in Northern Premier League Premier Division as Liverpool will be seeing FC United 2-0. Relegation candidates against promotion candidates. And Tinker has it throwing down the line. Going to looking for Rawson, but it goes over him. It's McCaskill who has it now, who is looking to keep it in. I don't think he did. He did, and the referee confirms that it's going to be a throw into Shildon. And Shildon will have the throw here. Going down the line, headed away by Oglesby. And it's just going to go right out of play again, but for a Shildon throw-in. So Shildon pressing down the pitch. They're having a good passage of play. We're having a good passage of play. Then Stockbridge went down the other end and scored and made it 2-0 and made a bit more of a comfortable game at the moment. But if we want to keep it comfortable, the defending needs to be rock solid, especially until the end of the half at least. Goes in Goodwin, heads it on. McCaskill looks to him, but Shildon knock it back in. It goes to Ray here, who gives it back to Dickinson, who evades one challenge. Ball going in, but it's gone out of play. The linesman there, I believe that's Callum Donnelly over on that side, judging it as so. And it really is a bit of a boring game in the day in the Northern Premier League East. It's just 2 games with goals in it so far. Tinker throwing it down the line, looking for us, and he's pushed out of the game there. Allen is able to clear it up, and headed by Grulich. Smith, Lemon has to cover, and he hucks that one away. It's not going to go very far, and Shildon will be the first one onto that if they can keep it in. They will. It's back with Ray here who's collected it. Gets it forward. Lemon continues to cause problems for their attackers. Postal's forced backwards and into midfield. The referee kind of blocking off the way there as he goes back to the central defence. Alexander White gets passed forward here to Trotter. Now into the attackers, Shildon here. Some good play there from Dib Fuller, who's looked lively in this first half. He's going to try the curling shot here, but it's just going to go right at Townsend, that one. Ben would be very happy to have those sorts of shots all day long. Now Townsend will send this one long. He's looking for Rawson here. Rawson tried to head it on. It's just going to sideways. It's Allen chasing down with Rawson. Rawson keeps it in. I say keep it in. He tried to back heel it out, and it's going to go out of play. Shildon get the throw in here. 31 minutes gone in this game. It is 2-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels at the moment. Goals from Lewis McCaskill and Elliot Murray here. As Fisher Faber trying to chase that one, and he's got the beating of Kurt Matthews here. And Faber collects it on the right wing on the right side of the box, puts the ball. It's a very poor ball from Faber. McCaskill's looking to collect it, gets the first touch from McCaskill, and he's looking to shield the ball away there from Hayward. But Hayward's won that physical battle. McCaskill looks a bit unhappy about that, but Shildon going to carry that one away. But it just let down by a poor ball by Faber there. Lemon heads that one over, but only back to Shildon here. Is just going to continue to press up here, get it back to the left-hand side for Postal. He's on the corner of the box. He rolls into the box left side, gets down to the byline. Slightly challenge from Lemon's miss, but the legs of Townsend stopped like going any further away, and it's a corner to Shildon. And the Stocksbridge defence just fell asleep then for a second, and Shildon were almost able to take advantage. It's a corner to the Railway men. Lewis is now 3-0 up against FC United. What is happening there? Potential short option there from Kurt Matthews, but not going to be taken. I think spotted by Jordan Lemon. So going to be the traditional corner. Here comes going to look for the far post. Free header saved by Townsend. Second one's not. Shildon have one back. And it's the corners that were almost scored from last time, and now Shildon have made it 2-1. I'm trying to see who got the final touch onto that. And here's Billy Grulich Smith that got that one. Got that one. And it's disappointing there. They have had a good passage of play, but from the set piece, Townsend made the initial first save, much like some of the Stocksbridge goals actually. But Billy Grulich Smith hit it really well, and now it's 2-1, and Stocksbridge have a tougher task ahead of them, and they've just kicked the ball right back there to Bond after that one. So Stocksbridge there will give the ball immediately back to Shildon. Ball long there. Lemon heads it away. White heads that back though. Only to Murray, who's going to flip it long and just go straight out play. And I think that's what Stocksbridge have to do, is just calm this game down for the next few minutes and stop trying to kill the hope of Shildon getting back into this, because they're going to think they can come back now. It's Matthews here who's going to take the throw-in down, headed on by Grulich Smith, the goal scorer. Tinker gets the header away onto it, but only back to Hayward, heads it forward, but only to get on now. McCaskill's going to roll into it, gets it caught under his feet a bit, does it, but he's still on the ball. Got the beating of Trotter here as he covers it right back at the moment. McCaskill just about keeps it in as well. Tries to get the Trotter, does. Great work from McCaskill. McCaskill just needs the final ball, cuts inside again, beats his man again, puts a lofted high ball in, it's teasing. Goodwin tries to get a head onto it, gets a header sideways. Turner's trying to pull it away from the defender, but eventually a sliding challenge from Allen knocks it away, and Stocksbridge can't make the most of that opportunity. It's 2-1 to Stocksbridge Park Steels after 33 minutes now after that goal back from Grulich Smith. And there is actually Lewis McCaskill there down, injured at the moment on the edge of the area. And it looks like we might be seeing the first appearance of Sam Ewins. Sam Ewins running on there to do his magical physio work. Yeah, so just have a bit of replay. We'll just check in on what else is going on. There isn't nothing else going off there. Just seen Ian Sutton comment. You're here. Why are you listening? A couple more and a clean sheet would be nice. Although the clean sheet has unfortunately gone now since that comment happened. Just seen Paul said he's had worse Saturday. I imagine in Mexico you always have a nice Saturday, but hopefully that goal's not dampened it too much. Thank you to everyone who's listening. Quite a few listeners here today as we here on our away day to Shildon as McCaskill continues to get treatment. Here. Just so you know, there's been no goals really locally. One that might matter locally for Sheffield Wednesday fans is Ipswich have taken lead against Burton Albion. That's the only thing. There isn't really not much happening Treatment is continued for Lewis McCaskill on just behind the goal there, basically. On line with the penalty box on the left-hand side, and there's going to be a long throw from Tinker. He went in a bit of a dangerous position because McCaskill could easily get hit there. Gets it to Turner. Turner's forced backward, though. Back to Langton. Langton's going to look to get it onto left wing to Tinker, who heads it down to a Faber. Faber looking to turn. He takes the shot of Faber. It's lofted and almost in the top corner. That was dropping really well and could have been a stunner there for the Steels, but it goes wide there. So they're continuing to get treatment. Still off the field. Steels down to 10 men at the moment with McCaskill out that injury. There are some good news for Stocksbridge Park Steels, though, because Hebburn Town are losing 1-0 to Consett. Scott Fenwick scoring. Grulick Smith gets the touch here on the right wing, though, so we have to sort out our result before we can think about others, though. He has just about kept that in. He didn't think he'd done that. Turner, though, gets to it first, gets it back to a Faber, who's on the left wing while McCaskill is down. And back to Turner, who clears it out. Is just going to go out for a throw into Shildon here. Throw and take it quickly back with Alexander White in central defence. He's just going to touch as McCaskill is on one knee now over back there. Still with Alexander White, though, for Shildon in the game. He continues to press it down for Vert. Tries to get it to the left wing here. Still with Shildon as they are patiently building play. Atkinson puts it onto Allen in centre back. Takes a touch. Allen's just looking to see what he can do. Takes the short pass here to Atkinson now. Atkinson here looking for the diagonal ball. That's looking to be the killer ball, and it's the offside flag has gone up there and stopped there. Just a goal over at Grimsby. Terry Hawkridge has scored for Worktop Town there, so they are 2-0 up on Grimsby Borough now. And there's been a red card between Ossett and Long Eaton. James Walshaw has been sent off there. So it's back for Townsend to take a free kick from the offside at the moment. So back with the goalkeeper. McCaskill is now back on the pitch and looking all right to continue. It's good news. Just see Sammy Williams having to run around the pitch to get back as well. Obviously, there are some options on the bench with Dylan Youngby being the likely man to replace Paddy, who's had to go off. Allen heads out on away, but Turner heads it back in. It's McCaskill gets a bit of a shove as his first re-entry into the game, and Tinker's going to get it and send that long for Rawson to try and chase, but Hayward's going to cover that out before it goes out for the throw-in. Throw-in's taken quickly back with Bond now. Rawson will close it down, and Bond is going to try and send it to Matthews. Matthews done well to keep that in, and I say keep that in. He can't get it under control, and it goes out for the throw-in. That was a commentator's curse, but I did it on the other team, so it's all right. Stocksbridge will look to try and put some pressure on, try and restore this 2-goal advantage. Just turning off for about 20 seconds led them to get that corner, and then we didn't clear after the initial save, and they got the goal back. Lemon heads it down. Rawson heads it down to Turner. Turner takes the touch. He's been immediately clumped in by Trotter. Nothing given. Rawson trying to break into the box, but White covers it well, and White clears it out before Rawson can potentially have a chance on goal. Throwing Stocksbridge, some good pressure from the Steels. A to and fro between Langton and Postal there. Postal seems to be a bit chippy. Shildon did have a man sent off in the last game too. Ball goes free to a favour there. Back with Lemon, who going to take the touch back to a favour. No offside flag in. Off favour, put it across over the bar. Tees. Tinker heads it back, but cleared off the line by Aidan Haywood. Jack Tinker coming inches away from his first Stocksbridge goal. That would have been one that, if Harry Verity would have been gutted to miss had that had gone in. Shildon immediately on the attack, and there's the offside flag as it goes through to Ray. Ray would have been clear there. I don't know if Harry is listening to this with his massive hangover, but Jack Tinker almost scoring there. Back, so Townsend for the free kick after that offside. Long ball looking for Iffy Afebu. Takes a touch well. Pass it back to Lemon. Lemon's going to clip it forward, looking for the run of Turner. Turner's looking to beat Bond to it, but Bond races out well. It's some good speed from the goalkeeper. Collects before Turner can get to it. Bond going to send it long now. For Grulick Smith. Murray's having a good battle with him there. And Murray wins that back, gets to Goodwin, who touches it away from the fielder. Only gets back to Trotter, though. He's trying to send it to the left wing where the problems have come from, but Lemon is able to boot that one out. And he's booted that one into someone's backyard. I don't know who the steward is, whose job that is, but someone's got to go fetch that from the neighbours. Throwing for Shildon on this left-hand side for Kurt Matthews to take. Throws it, looks to try and get it to the byline. He does get it to post on the byline. But a shirt pulling appeals for a penalty, nothing given. Goodwin looked up and looked at the referee before clearing it out and trying to get to McCaskill. McCaskill takes a touch. Turns out, gets tackled by Trotter, but only goes to Turner. Trotter pushes it away a bit with a sliding challenge, but still with Turner. Gets back to Tinkeru, slices the clearance out, and he goes out for a throw-in to Shield about 15 yards into their own half. So back with the right back here for Hayward to take this throw-in at the moment. It goes to Atkinson as we just have a pigeon just flying to the stand ahead of me. White heads that one away. Goodwin allows that to bounce. Murray, though, clears up with a header. Goodwin heads on again to a Faber, but well in there from Matthews. Shildon continue their attack now. Postill clicks on the left wing, fighting with Lemon now. Cutting inside Postill. Nothing given as Postill slipping, and then Postill tries to claim it with his arms, and he is very, very upset with that, Joe Postill. He collects that with his arms as if he knew he was going to get the free kick, but he slips on the ground and trying to get the free kick out of it. I think Joe Postill, he's had a good game so far, Postill, but he's also just getting a bit wound up as well, which I think Jordan Lemon getting in his ear probably don't help with that either. It is 2-1, Paul. Shildon got one back. Still leading. We're leading 2-0 before Shildon got one back. Townsend sending it long, but he's aimless and right to White, who heads it away. But Turner's going to look to win the second header. He doesn't, though. But Langton is getting the next touch on, and then Turner has a second go at the header to Goodwin, who's going to try and knock it long, but it's too heavy, and it's just going to go back to Bond. Goodwin puts his arm up. In admission, that wasn't what he wanted to do. Bond sending it long here. Murray going to fight with Grulich Smith again, but Grulich Smith wins that header on. Second header is on, but Oglesby heads away. Langton already comes in, and there's a big shove over there on the Shildon man. There's some sarcastic cheering from the Shildon fans who obviously aren't happy with the referee. I don't think the referee's not wrong. And Ross Goodwin might get himself in the book for that one as well. So Dane right in the middle, this one. Oh, maybe just about a couple of yards away from the middle, actually. Looks like Ross Goodwin is going to find himself in the book here. No, I think he might actually get away with this one, Ross Goodwin. Surprised at that one. Thought he might get a booking. It was a clear shove down. In the relegation battle, there is a crucial goal. Carlton Town have gone 1-0 ahead on North Shields. Dean Freeman scoring the goal there. It doesn't change anything in the league positions, though. It does mean Carlton are just 1 point off Shildon. Dunstan have just got a penalty as well. We will keep a track of that one because that's important for our playoff hopes. And there's another goal we'll tell you about that's crucial for our playoff fight as well. But Dib Fuller is the man who's standing over this one. About 25 yards out. It's an ideal shooting position. Dib Fuller runs up, takes a shot, looking on target. Townsend makes the save. First onto its post still on the left wing. Puts the ball in, cleared away by Langton. Afebu looking to be the first on there. He's got a few men on him and no foul there on Afebu by the referee. Atkinson on the ball now. Back to Matthews. Afebu back up to and blocks the pass forward. It's just going to go to Postal on the left-hand side who gets it back here. And then the ball forward is sliced and White's going to look try and keep it in, but he can't. It's going to be a throw in Stocksbridge. Yes, so some goals to tell you about. Quite a few have just happened. Hebburn have equalised against Consett. Ollie Martin there. That makes our lives a bit more difficult. Dunstan have scored from the spot there against Brighouse. That unfortunately makes our life again also more difficult. Results not going our way at the moment, though we are winning 2-1, so we can concentrate on what we're doing so far. As Atkinson just boots one up into the air. Goodwin wins the header forward, and it's a little slip from Allen, but he gets it away anyway. Doesn't matter how you get it away, as long as you do get it away, it seems. As it goes back to Townsend here. Dale Pearson, by the way, scored that one for Dunstan from the spot. Rawson looking to win the header away, but White gets it away quite cleanly. Lang's trying to get in there on Dib Fuller, but the pass back, and then the ball looks to try to get the ball through, but it's just going to go back to Townsend here. Townsend collects it to his arms with some pressure there from Ray. Ball going long here from Townsend, looking for Rawson. Rawson does head it on, but no one's there to collect the head on. Goodwin's actually the most advanced person on the pitch at the moment. He's going to close down there. The goalkeeper almost got onto it. A bit similar to his goal at Hebburn last season if he'd done that. To Afebu now. He's trying to look for Turner, but Turner can't get it. Turner gets a shove over and the free kick goes Steele's way. Shildon are not happy with this referee at all at the moment. Though that was, in fairness, very similar to the foul we just saw go the other way. I think that was a free kick. He shoved him off. I'd give that. Yeah, but same as that one there. So one of the fans is having a debate with me over that free kick. It's, what are you getting, Nolly? Langton's going to be sitting on this free kick about 30 yards out. Langton's going to clip the ball, and it's a good-looking ball. Headed on by Goodwin. It's teasing and touched over the bar by Harrison Barn. Ross Goodwin there almost getting 2 goals in 2. And that one would have been his own actual goal. Goal to tell you about. Again, Bridlington Town have taken a 1-goal lead against Stockton. Jake Martindale scoring that one. Stockton have struggled in the second half of this season, interestingly. So, back here for Turner, take the corner. Ross Goodwin is having a bit of pushing and shoving in that box there. You have to be careful not to give the foul away. Wasn't came from a corner like this, so we got. Here comes Turner's corner in. Headed down by Oglesby there. It's in the 6-yard box. This time Shildon able to clear away, but only back to Turner. Turner puts the second ball in. It's a teasing ball. Oh, it's Oglesby gets the header, but it's a very weak header, and Bond's able to get him. Bond's going to try and really quickly get this off to try and get the counter-attack going. He's looking for post still. Lemon heads it backwards, and Townsend is going to collect that one. Goal in the local fixture, Chesterfield have equalised against Gateshead. Paul McCallum scoring that one. And in that Carlton North Shields game, North Shields have just had a man sent off. Jonathan James Crisp there. Ball going forward. It's a poor touch by Ray. And Murray to clear, but Murray's clearance is slice. Goodwin rescues it before to knock it forward for a Faber to chase. We are in the 46th minute. Should be in added time at this point as a Faber looks to try and beat his full back here, and eventually goes out for a Steele's throw-in. So, and there goes the half-time whistle here. Thomas Wilson brings his half to an end. So the Steels took the lead very early on. The initial save fell right to Lewis McCaskill, who was able to volley it in from close range. And then from a corner kick, Mitch Langton's header was blocked off, and Murray was able to just tap it in from a yard out. Shildon are back into this game, though. The Steels turned off, and from a corner very similar, actually, to Stocksbridge's goal. The initial header was saved, but Billy Grulich-Smith slammed it home. It's 2-1 Stocksbridge Park Steels after 45 minutes. We will see you in 15 minutes.
Hello and welcome back here to Dean Street for this Northern Premier League East fixture between Shildon AFC and Stocksbridge Park Steels. It is 2. I'm Adam Allcroft, your commentator today, and the Steels are currently leading 2-1 thanks to goals from Lewis McCaskill and Elliot Murray. Billy Grulick-Smith got one back for Shildon, which has made the game far more interesting for a neutral, more tense for the Steels fans, and maybe a bit more exciting for the Shildon fans here who were unhappy with the referee for sure. They really don't like him at the moment, the referee there. And the game has just kicked back off. So it's the Steels kicking off with the yellow shirts, blue shorts, and blue socks kick from right to left, while Shildon in the all red kick from left to right. The teams are as follows. So for Shildon, it's Harrison Bond in goal. Then it's Aidan Haywood, Curtis Matthews, David Atkinson, Alexander White, Max Allen, Joe Posthill, Ben Trotter, Billy Grulick-Smith, Ben Ray and Ben Dib Fuller. There's no changes going into this half. Their benches, Jack Volks, John Weirs, Vinny Steele, Alex Hutchinson and Keaton Mars. So Stocksbridge Park Steels team is as follows. Ben Townsend in goal, Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, Mitch Langton, Charlie Oglesby, Elliot Murray, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, Luke Rawson, Lewis McCaskill, and Ifefabu. There's also no changes at the half. The bench is Bailey Baker, Alex O'Connor, Charlie Wood, Dylan Yumby, and Andy Ring. So it's Turner on the ball now. Tinker knocks it through to Rawson, still on the left wing here. Well cut out by Allen, who knocks it away. Still with Shildon as they look to clear. It's sort of sliced, but it stays in. Tinker gets to it first, knocks it back for Murray, who's just going to boot that one forward. Ifefabu who's going to try and chase on to that one because it might just bounce outside the box. It is, but Bond gets to it and boots that one away. It's going to go right out of play, though, for a throw-in on that far hand side. So it's with Lemon now to take this throw-in. Throws it into the box, but headed away. Turner onto it first. Takes it to fourth bow. Tackle goes in. Just goes out with play, though, for another Stocksbridge throw in a near identical position. So back with Lemon to take this throw in now. Throwing down the line, White clears it, slips he does it, appeals for a free kick, not given. Go back to Lemon, who tries to knock in the box, but that's easily cleared away by Haywood. So he's going to go back to right back where Lemon is, and it's not past Lemon, but going to go out for another throw in Stocksbridge. Right in front of some of these Stocksbridge fans who have put themselves there. Hey, Richard and Adam and other Stocksbridge fans, and Tom. Ball's cleared away by Shildon there, but Oglesby there is going to just put a big ball back in. And Goodwin's having his shirt pulled a bit there by Matthews, and Matthews has to be careful because that was in the box. But referees don't tend to give shirt pull in the box. Matthews is able to get away from the pressure of Goodwin and go away. Turner puts a foot in that stops him, and that was him to get the ball. Now Turner carries on, going to try and slip through a favour on the right, but well blocked off there by Atkinson and been kept in as they get away here. Langton's going in on the tackle. He gets on well, spins out of the challenge back to Turner, who passes it back to Murray, but Murray gives it right back there. It's a trip there on Ray there. And that was a poor pass that put a lot of pressure on Stocksbridge when they were having some really nice passing there. And even Ian shouts his orders in his unhappiness at that quality of that pass. So Shildon will look to get the ball into the box. They've looked strong in the air. It's what Shildon's main strength seems to be is the strength in the air, especially from these set pieces. Just seen Rossendale 4-0 up there in their game. That's mad. Don't even know the facing like, but looking like a great result for them. Curtis Matthews is going to take it shot to Allen. They're looking to try and trick the Steel's defence here, but no moving. Allen's putting a ball in, and it's going to go to the top of the net. Not sure of the idea. Oh, just in the midst of that trip from Jordan Lemon got him booked. So it's the first yellow card of the game here. I don't know when you had that on your spreadsheet, Jordan Lemon getting booked, but it's what I have down as the 46th minute. So it's back for Townsend to take this goal kick. Steele's looking to finish this game off in the next 45 minutes and seal the win. Ball going, Goodwin looking to be the one to get the header on, but White wins it. Goes to Posthill here, left-hand side, who has some space to move into, and he's got a bit of pace about him, Joe Posthill. As he continues to advance forward, he's got into an attacking position now. Cuts in and crosses in with his right foot, headed on. It's going to go teasingly to the far end, but it's going to go trail out for the goal kick.
So Poe still looking dangerous already in the second half. For Townsend, who gets another goal kick, he'll want to keep it a bit further away from him. Anzafar losing 1-0 to Yorkshire Amateur in a local fixture as well. Roll those onto Rawson, but it's headed away by Allen. Goes back to Langton, who turns good and knocks it onto a Faber who's going to get onto it, but as soon as the Faber turns, he is offside. Clearly was. Right decision from the linesman there. Gives the ball right back to Bond here, who's really tries to get back, going back very quickly. It will be handy for them if they continue to have to chase this game and be a bit extra stressful for Stocksbridge. Going along, but Murray heads it away to Turner, who pass just goes right back into Atkinson here, and he's been forced backwards, back to White though, who takes a touch. He's evaded one challenge of Goodwin, a bit of a flying challenge from Goodwin. Looking to get on the left wing to Postil. It's a good ball as well. Alexander White's such a good player for Shildon. Postil looking to cut inside. He does pass it back here to the 10 here. Back. It's the shot off Atkinson and it's blocked there. Rawson's looking to hold it as he takes it up back to Turner. Great work from Rawson, and then Turner goes off fairly easily from Curtis Turner, but he's earned the foul there. And the Shildon fans aren't happy with that one. The unhappiness about the referee is going to continue into the second half. I can see that now. Townsend's going to step up and come over and take this. So it's 49 minutes gone. It is 2-1 Stocksbridge Park Steels. No major chances in this second half as of yet. Townsend's going to send it long, looking for Rawson on the left wing. Rawson does head it on, but it's just going to go out for a goal kick. Rawson looking a bit unhappy. He was getting a bit pulled around there, but nothing enough to have the foul given. Back for Bond State. This is what Stockbridge aren't doing at the moment. They're not keeping possession for long periods. They had some nice spells when they did that in the first half, but haven't been able to do it yet. Ball going long. Ogilvy's going to go to try and win the header, but it's won by Shildon, and they're going to try and take advantage of that, but Ogilvy's back to intercept, and then Tinker's looking to carry away. Tinker's going to get hauled down to the ground there. Shildon fans unhappy, but then I think they are wrong to be there. Ball quick to free kick, taking to McCaskill, who's going to face up with his fullback, taking the pass along to Goodwin, but well intercepted by Atkinson. I think maybe McCaskill made the wrong choice. Maybe should have just whipped that one in for a Faber and Rawson that were waiting in the 6-yard area. Well worked there by Ray, who's evaded a challenge there from Langton. He's bearing down on goal, cuts inside round Murray. Gets the pass off for Hayward on the right wing. He's got some space here. Murray's back to cover from Hayward. Hayward's going to try and get it on his left foot. Headed away there by Oglesby. Goodwin's trying to get charged down. Goes through the back of the player though, and it's going to be a free kick there. Silly from Goodwin. Free kick from about 30 yards out for Shildon. So back here, good opportunity for Shildon. The defence needs to be strong now. Hayward was originally putting it down, but instead it's going to be Postil. Postil coming over to take this one. Looked dangerous so far in this game. I think they've nicked a yard on the free kick there, but the referee hasn't noticed. Rawson's coming out to be the one-man wall. Ball going to be clipped in there, headed away. Back just to Atkinson, who lays it off of Postil. Turner's trying to close down. Postil forced onto the right-hand side by Turner. Now Postil's looking inside, trying to roll in it with his right foot. Continues to just pass it back now to Atkinson. Atkinson continues being forced backward by Rawson. Some good defending here. Looking for White, who's gone onto the right wing. Not the usual position for him, but it's gone out of play there. White was continuous if he hadn't. Can't blame him. And it's going to be a throw in here. You know, Chelsea are leading 1-0. Potter might save his job after all. The former Northern Counties manager, Graham Potter, as every non-league person has to mention. Ball goes in, but Shildon have won the ball from that throw-in, and it's Postil who's got it now. Back with Haywood, knocked the ball through. Now with Ray. Ray running at the defence. He seems to have come out with his Frosties today, but that was intercepted by Lemon. Lemon going to send long, and a Faber going to chase onto that one. Keeper's advancing. A keeper gets to it first. He was there by a millisecond. Bond still way out of his goal. He's just going to boot that one forward, and that's the sort of time where I think some of the Shildon fans had a bit of a mini heart attack watching that one. And it's just going out, and it's going to be Stocksbridge's throw there, that the Shildon are really unhappy that that's not being given their way. Almost there, just the Faber was just desperate to get just one little touch onto it, and he probably would be 3-1 here. Lemon throws the ball down field, but it goes into centre, and it's just seems to be Shildon winning every ball at the moment. And it's on their left wing now. But they've been forced to pass it backwards to Alexander White. Rawson closes down and it's scuffed it a bit wide, but it's gone to a Shildon man. And now they've got it to Hayward on the right hand side, so it might work out in favour for them. Hayward pushes forward. Hayward slips it through here to the winger. Forced backwards. It's Dib Fuller. But he's being tackled there by McCaskill. And McCaskill's going to have a late lunging foot on him there. And it's a free kick there. And that might see Dib Fuller in the book as well. He's going to get a talking to by Thomas Wilson, referee, here as well. He's going to talk to. He's not happy, the fella. Nostell might as well have got one back against Rossington, mate. It's 4-1 to Rossington there now. Back to Townsend now. Townsend going to send it long, looking for a Fabu. Going to be going behind the fullback. Fabu chasing, but bound onto it quick. This seems from what Bond's strength is. He's really quick. Quickest goalkeepers I've seen at this level. Paul passed out just to Jordan Lemon, who's going to take the shot onto Goodwin, who's on the right wing here. Now seems to be a bit chewed up on the right wing there from a lot of the action in the first half. Gets it to Fabu, pass it now back to Lemon, who's got a lot of space deep on the right. Tries to clip it over, and it's a bit of a late one in there, and it's going to be a free kick there. And it goes late in from Goodwin, and the Shildon fans continue to be unhappy with the referee, though not as much of a shout for that one. On. An opportunity for the Steels here on the right wing. Curtis Turner is going to step over to go take this one. Expect more pushing and shoving in that box. Seems like a lot of the strength for both teams have come from set pieces so far, so a dangerous moment for the Steels to try and score from. Turner here has the ball down on his feet. He's going to look in quite a lot of movement in the box. Here comes Turner's ball. It's a good looking one. Murray gets the header, but it's not a strong one, and Bond is able to collect that fairly easily. Bond was looking for the quick run out, but Rawson's blocked his mazy little run through the box. He's got a great ball forward anyway to Posthill. He's got past Tinker. Posthill advancing. He's looking to take a shot. Well blocked there by Lemon. Lemon's going to get the clearance. Well, still danger after Grealish Smith blocked that clearance. Not away completely yet. The header goes here to the right-hand side for Ray. Lunging tackle is missed by McCaskill. Still with Ray. Back with Hayward, who has a little trickery and gets a bit of space. Slips it onto the right-hand side here. Attack still on for Shildon. Stocksbridge needs to stay tough here. Back for Atkinson, who's going to clip a high ball in. It's very, very high. Headed on. Still some danger here. Oglesby heads it away before Tinker heads it away, but only back to White, who's going to clip the ball back in, but that is well over everyone. Gets caught up in the pitch before Tinker's able to clear, but he's only getting it back to Hayward. The pressure remains here for Shildon. They're piling it on at the moment. Back with Atkinson now. Atkinson clips the ball over the top, headed over the top, and then Townsend comes and collects it, steals to 5, that one. Heburn's going to I've got their goal. They are now 2-1 up on Concert. Ollie Martin scoring again. What a season Hebburn are having. Sent long this ball here. Ross tries to head it, but White heads it away. Turnock's to be first on. He does head it forward to Rawson, who allows it to roll. Tries not to go to the top for Fairwood to get. Fairwood goes to beat in his fullback. Fairwood takes a shot. Well saved Bond. Turner's trying to bundle it in, but well blocked by Allen. Incredible defensive work from the defender. A free kick is given there. I think the Turner, while going for that ball, has collided into Allen, which I think is fair enough. I can't. In that Allen's still down hurt there. He's actually going to get to his feet now, though. And Alexander White is really unhappy with his defender. Shildon are making 2 substitutions.
John Weers.
So that's John Weers is coming on for Trotter. So that's Weir, and that the other one there, if you didn't hear it from the announcer here, that's Dib Fuller, who has been quite lively at times, is coming off, and Steels is on. Someone who you'd think would be playing for us with that sort of name. But no, that's going to be a bit confusing later on, isn't it? But yes, Vinny Steels is the man coming off. So 2 substitutes quite early on in this game for Shildon. Ball going long, headed on by Grealish Smith, who gone deep, and it's gone back to Grealish Smith, who's going to try to get the forward, but Tinker just sliced the ball. Tinker's just not able to get clean connections on this pitch as far, and he's going to have a trick here as he's up against Steels here on the right wing. looking to get past Tinker. Tinker's covering, and it Steels did just about keep it in there. Tinker was clearing it, but now Turner is able to clear it. Only back to Hayward, though. Pressure remains. Gets it back to Steels on the right-hand side. Puts the ball in with his left foot. Townsend gets a push on it. Townsend still on the ground, but fully cleared away. Thankfully, no foul was given there. Faber was trying to turn past his fullback here, but so well done tackle by Matthews, and the pressure will remain for Shildon now. And they're going to push forward here through Weirs that. Now on the left wing are Shildon. Ball going in, headed off by Langton. It's going to go out for a corner kick. This is Shildon doing really well, and they're looking good value for an equaliser at the moment. 58 minutes gone, still 2-1 to the Steels, but if they can't play like this, it might not be 2-1 for very long. Bournemouth beating Arsenal 2-0 now. Wow, that's going to be number 1 on match of the day, isn't it? Steels looking to defend. The run of Alexander White is what they're looking for, but it's Ross Edge that's still on there, but Langton heads it away. Going to go back to the left wing, though. For Posthill, takes a short pass to Steels, who's going to put the ball in, headed on and over the bar. Shildon looking dangerous, and they're the better team in this second half for sure. Stocksbridge need to get back into this and ideally get a third. I will say, whoever those fans are behind the goal, they're acting as if they're Stock fans because it took them a long time to get it up, but behind the little like verge that's behind there. So back for Townsend. So Ian Richard shouts out orders there to his team. Townsend sending it long, looking for Rawson. Rawson drops deep to head it on. Faber tries to get a touch, but not enough, and goes to Hayward, who passes it now to Matthews on that left-hand side. And Shildon will look to build their attack again with Posthill. Lemon gets a foot in, but it only goes back to Atkinson. Atkinson takes a touch, looking crossfield, looking for Vinny Steels. Tinker, though, reads that, heads it away. Turner heads it on, but only back there to Weirs, who evades the tackle from McCaskill and gets it to Steels, who touches it on, and Shildon on the attack again, but Oglesby is bundling his way through to attack. There's a slip from the Shildon man, and the referee does eventually give that foul from a little slip over from Ray. I mean, the Shildon fans were demanding that, but they've been angry about some of the shouts that Stocksbridge are getting. That one was no better or worse. And it's another opportunity for Shildon to put a ball in, and the Steels will have to be careful here. We are 60 minutes gone in this game. And the Steels have, well, they look. All I'll say is that Shildon have looked quite strong from these set pieces throughout the game, and Steels will not want to mess this one up now. I mean, 2-0 up and looking quite comfortable for quite a period of the game. Posthill here. Whips a free kick, right footed, looking for the far end. It's Oglesby can't get a clean head onto it. Wright's going to clip that ball in, looking for that far end, headed towards cross there before Turner able to clear that one away well. Faber is going to try and fight with the fullback, but headed over in by Matthews. Faber gets onto it, passes it back there to Lemon, who is going to knock it forward, looking for McCaskill. McCaskill gets a touch, going to go out of play, and it's going to be Stocksbridge's throw, which I'm a bit surprised. I thought that was going to be Shildon's. Better defender from Stocksbridge from that one. Lemon going to throw it down here to Curtis Turner, but well cut out there by Shildon, and they head it away, but only back to Langton, who chests it. They tries to volley it forward, but it's the defender there, Allen, who cuts it out well, and now it's on that left-hand side, and then it's going to be charged from Posthill as he's going to face up with Lemon once again. He's trying to get on him, gets it through the legs of Lemon, but Goodwin reads it well, and Goodwin's going to stop that before it goes out for the corner kick. Posthill went down quite dramatically, with even a scream at the referee not buying that one. White heads that clearance away, but only goes to Turner, who knocks it to a Faber. Faber takes touch, tries to get the give and go with Turner, but just bouncing off him a bit. But still with Stocksbridge. Turner is saying he's going to clip forward here, and it's just going to go bounce out of play. Actually, and it's going to be Shildon's throw in here. So Sheffield Wednesday are leading 1-0 against Peterborough United. Jaden Brown, the goal scorer there. And in a goal that Shildon fans might like to hear, North Shields have equalised against Carlton Town. Daniel Wilson there. Lewis McCaskill is, well, I think Lewis McCaskill's about to get booking here. The bottle had gone through. McCaskill's offside and went over. Well, he's actually given the free kick here to Stocksbridge. Yeah, we may have got one there because McCaskill was in an offside position when he burst through. So that should have been the initial foul. And then he's gone over very easily, McCaskill. It was a bit of a dive from him. And somehow, the referee has bought it completely, and he's going to be a booking for the Shildon man. That one, look, I've defended this referee on a few occasions, but that's how one he does deserve the battering he's getting from the Shildon fans. And now it's an opportunity for Stocksbridge. I thought that was going to be a booking for McCaskill for a dive when I saw the yellow card come out, in all honesty. And now Turner will look to... I didn't see you get the yellow card. I didn't even look who it was. I just... Turner going to clip the ball in. Grulich-Smith heads it out, easily dealt with. And then knocked on, but good. Turner clips down his man there as they look to break. It's Aidan Hayward who got the booking there. And right, and it's going to be a free kick to Shildon. Wasted free kick from the Steels, really, on that one. Was an awkward play. It's been very central. Bond taking it quickly to Vinny Steels, who's looked very live since coming on, but Tinker heads it away. Back with Hayward, who gets going to just look for the throw in rather than keep it in. Throws it down the line here with currently with Shildon on the right wing. Back to Hayward. Hayward takes a touch. He's looking to get it on his left. He gets it on his left, ball in, headed away by Oglesby. A favourite who's looking to be the first onto it. He does pass it back to Lemon, who knocks forward for McCaskill, and McCaskill's going to have a bit of space to run into in front of him, but he's closed down fairly quickly. Beats his man though, keeps it in, looks to beat his other one, but Matthews blocks it, throwing Stocksbridge. Grimsby Borough have got one back against Worksop. They are now just 2-1 behind against Worksop, and Long Eaton have scored against Ossett. That's not a good scoreline for us, what we wanted. Ball going down the right wing here. Also looks to keep it in. He does keep it in, but Allen heads away the ball across. Goodwin looking to cause some problems and stop the clearance away, but unfortunately isn't able to do enough. But just force it to just be out to Tinker. Tinker evades one. Tinker takes a shot, but it's about 20 yards wide. Oh, Jack Tinker, that was not a good idea from you, I'm afraid. Ian's also wondering why he didn't pass it. Back here for Bond to take. And it long. Oglesby going to look to win the header, but it bounces off Grulich-Smith to Langton, who gets it. And now Turner's going to look for McCaskill. And he's feels for offside, not given, but the ball was poor and just went back to Bond in goal anyway. I think McCaskill had stayed level for me, but I'm biased. Oglesby heads it away, but only back here to Weirs, who knocks it forward to the right wing for the other substitute Steels, but Tinker wins it first. He knocked it off for Shildon, but Shildon have kept it in, actually. It's ended up causing a problem to him. It's back to Hayward here. Hayward tries to get through. Tinker blocks. Back now here with Ray. Back into the midfield for Ware's knock it to Steels, and Steels is fighting for it well. That ball holds up really well in that corner, I noticed. Ball's gone out. It's going to be a goal kick here, thankfully, but I've noticed that ball does hold up very well in those corners. Wonder if there's a little bit of a lip there. It looks like there might just be the slightest little incline, which helps with that. Probably helped us in the first half and now helping Shildon in the second. 66 minutes gone in this game. Stocksbridge leading 2-1, but Shildon are fighting every minute to get an equaliser. Townsend taking every minute he can at the moment. And Shildon are not happy. Ball going long, looking for Rawson. Rawson heads it on, but going to be cleared away by Shildon by the second ball. Tinker looking to get the header back on. He does. Try getting McCaskill. Getting his shirt pulled by Hayward, who has to be careful, Hayward. But McCaskill gets back to Turner anyway. Turner 1-2 here, goes to McCaskill on the left wing. Needs some options in the middle, McCaskill. Puts his side, right footed across. White blocks and clears. And now it's going to go here to Steels, who will look to try and turn this into the counter. But it's a poor pass that gives it back to Tinker. Tinker pushes forward. He's going on a run himself. Trying to get through to Rawson. Rawson's offside. Gets it, well, forces a save from Bond, but he was about a yard offside there, Luke Rawson. Ball getting clipped here onto that left-hand side. So Matthews knocks it forward. Looks left wing, well blocked by Lemon. Lemon going to carry it forward. Looking for the run of Turner here, who might just get onto. Actually, it's been Allen who's covered it well. Allen's having a decent game as he passes it back to Bond, and Bond knocks it well forward. But Oglesby wins that header, and then Langton gets the second one, but it's going to fall to Shildon. For Langton has a little shove and gets the ball, but it's cleared away, but only back into midfield. And that's Shildon who's on the ball now with Ray, who's got space to move into. Gets it to Steels on this right-hand side. Cuts inside. Tinker sliding challenge, pushes it away from a bit, but it still is with Steele. So now who tries to put the throw, but Tinker's back there to intercept, and Tinker's going to send it long, but that's just going to go right back to Bond here. Well, there is a goal to tell you about in the relegation zone. Tadcaster Albion are beating Lincoln United. Goal from Jack Johnson there. Turner's going to clip ball, try to get through to McCaskill, but Allen blocks it off well. Hayward keeps it in, and this might be a turn into attack for Shildon. Steele's cutting inside, blocked up by Turner, but Steele's still with the ball. It's hard just to get the ball away from Vinny Steele's. Wondering why he didn't start. He's played really well since coming on. Goes to White now, who's in the central defence, pushing forward. High line from Shildon here at the moment. Wonder if Dylan Yumby might come on to try and take advantage of that later. Ball is going over the top to the left-hand side. Shildon in the box, but well read by Lemon, who now clears it away. Gets it to Rawson, who tries to chest it, but it just goes out of play. Going to stay with Shildon now for the throw. And it's taken quickly back to White, who's just in his own half. Now with Allen. Allen just fakes the first pass, rolls backwards a bit, and then gets it to White. Rawson was pressing. Continues to press, whereas White sends it long here, and it's gone here to Matthews and Light. He's had a back with battle with Lemon. And now Fabu's back to help, and they're now going to pass it outwards here to Weirs. Weirs is going to clip a ball into the box, and that's just going to bounce out for a goal kick. A bit of a wasted pass there from the home side there. Going to be a substitution. And just to mentioning him, it's Dylan Yumby who's going to be coming on, and he's going to be coming on here for Lewis McCaskill. The goal scorer heading off now. So the Bradford City loanee, who scored against one of the Shildon's North East rivals, North Shields, earlier on in the season. Was back at Brackenmore, gets a chance to come on, and I think if he might look to take advantage of the high line that Shildon have been using to get back into this game. Substitution coming on the 69th minute. Townsend sending it long here, but it's actually skewed well right. It's going to be easy for Postal just to head that forward. He only heads it to Lemon. Lemon's going to now knock that forward. Rawson's going to go and fight for that one. He takes it to his feet on the right side, on the edge of the box. Looks to pass it here to a Fabu. Fabu's going to take the shot, well blocked by Matthews. Langton looks to get it, but he's miscontrolled. It goes back to Shildon, and White has now cleared that one up. But only to Lemon to knock it back, and then Matthews heads it out, and there's a load going on, but Rawson's created a foul on Matthews as that's happened. Free kick in their own third for Shildon. I'm going to also come back from 2-0 down to 2-2. That is going to be a great game to watch back later. Bond sending it long here to the left wing. Postal collects it to feet. Bond's distribution is either amazing or terrible, I find. Postal's cut inside, is in the box, but forced back out again by Goodwin. Pass goes to Atkinson here. Turner covering, gets it to the right for Steels, who's got his back to goal. He'll be looking to turn. Tries to knock it up past Tinker, blocked by Tinker, out for a throw-in. Right now here for Haywood to take. Haywood throws it down here to Steele. Back now with Haywood. Gets it across to Atkinson. Atkinson drives forward, looking to slip the pass through, but well blocked off by Turner. Turner looking to send it quick through to Rawson, but it's just a bit wide, and Allen collects it, and he's going to pass it to White. And the press almost works there, but well cut by Weirs to stop Goodwin rushing onto that. The substitutes have worked well for Shildon so far, as they get it onto the left wing here. Now, currently with Posthill deep in there. Takes the sideways pass to Weir, and the ball goes through to Grulich Smith, who's forced to pass it back into the central midfield. Now looking to get it to Steels on the right wing. Shildon probing at the moment. Steels is going to cut inside, looking to put the pass through. Block through Atkinson, gets pass through, header through. It's Haywood with the chance, and he misses the volley. Still in the box. Volley dead. Fairly Shildon equalise. Stocksbridge aren't able to defend. And it's 2-2 here, and the Steels will need to rally if they want to get back and get the win after being so comfortable at 2-0. Joe Postal has got the equaliser. Steels are not able to clear once again. And now Stocksbridge will have to go back into this. And there may have been a booking there at that. In that, he's got the yellow card out. I wonder if one of the players was unhappy with that decision. I didn't see anything that would have been potentially wrong with it, but Langton's going to take it quickly, looking for Rawson on the right wing, and it's just going to go right out of play here. Stocksbridge have to be careful there with so long left that they don't come back and make it. Shildon going and try and get the win. Be a gutting result this after all that. Ball going long, headed out by Shildon is going to be A throw in here. Going to be a Shildon's throw in. Somehow comes off a Shildon man and becomes a Shildon throw in. Back with Shildon left back. Throws it shot to Weirs. Clipped it forward. Lemon heads it away. Just after Stocksbridge looked like we're going back into the game after that initial struggles. And Shildon just take advantage of sleepy defending once again. Still with Shildon for this throw in. Back now with Atkinson. Atkinson takes a touch. Atkinson takes a sideways one here to Weirs. Go through. Langton cuts it out well. Langton looking to see if the counter attack might be on here. He's going to go with himself on the right wing now. Before sending it long, looking for Rawson, but Rawson misses his touch. Goes back to Haywood, and he goes out to White. And now they will be able to head that away through Weirs. And no one's in midfield there for Stocksbridge. And now they're going to press forward, and they're looking to get the cutting pass here to Steels. Steels are going to look to turn after Tinker takes the pass. Grillipick takes a shot, blocked by his own man there. Appeals for offside, not given. He was offside, but it wasn't given. And then eventually goes out for the goal kick here. Hebburn are now 3-1 up on Consett as well. Jake Hackett scoring there. Back with Townsend there. Townsend, and he just booted that one right out of play, and that's frustration for you. Ian Richards will need to. This is when in football you quite like a timeout because you just want to stop the momentum of Shildon and try and get some of your more frustrated players calm down a bit because it's with Weirs now. He took a good touch, slipped through, blocked by Goodwin, back with Weirs. Turner looking to get his foot in, and he does get his foot in, and Langton then boots that one out, and he gets clipped over as it's cleared out as well. It's going to be back to be Stocksbridge's free kick there. Just one of the Shildon players just down. I think it's John Weirs there who's still down, a bit hurt. Now back with Townsend say that Stocksbridge need to get back onto this to try and retake the lead when they look so good in the first 30 minutes of this game. But sleepy defending has allowed Shildon to come back in and make it 2-2. Rotherham are 2-0 up on their game as well. Just to let you know, against QPR. Following along, it's going to be a Fabu fight. Well, Yumby, I mean, fighting for it, but it's won there by Shildon, who sent it long for Grillick Smith to chase. But Murray should cover that one. It's going to actually allow it to go out play for a throw in here. So it's back now for Lemon to take this throw in. Throwing down the line. White can only head it up behind him. But an overhead clearance there from Shildon gets it away. But only to Turner. Turner will pass it back to Oglesby. Oglesby's going to send it long here. Very long, and so long it's just going to go back to Bond. Very untested. So 75 minutes gone. It is 2-2 here at Dean Street. Just as it was the last time these two sides faced off at this ground. That long here. Tinker wins the header. It looks like he just go out of play. Faber tried to go and get it, but he can't. Back now with Haywood. Haywood takes quite a few yards forward, but gets the throwing off. It goes now to Steels, who's going to look to run round Lemon here. Takes a shot, and it's well wide. They're comfortable, thankfully, for the Steels. Shildon definitely in the ascendancy right now. Just an update from the Grantham Pontefract match. Grantham have had a player sent off. Nathan Tyson getting the red card there. Back now for Townsend. Sending it long, looking for Rawson, but White's going to head that one away. Lemon takes it. Lemon ran into Langton here, and there could be an opportunity, but Murray covers well. Well, Yumby trying to chest it, but he's been outpressed there by Weirs. Back here for Matthews, who knocks it forward. And it's currently with Postal, just Maisie running out, gets it across the middle. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be a Faber who collects it. He's going to look to turn, and Haywood, though, is into a good tackle. Haywood, he bubbles at his feet a bit before he gets it back to Ireland to clear it out. Tinker's going to head this one away, and going to go to a Faber who's going to look to turn on it. Immediate tackle goes in, no foul given there. Look, Weirs was a bit clumsy going in, but nothing given as it's now a Postal. Pass it back down to Matthews. Matthews making it long here, and it goes to Murray, can only knock out for a throw in. Shildon in the ascendancy, continue to be in the ascendancy here. Throwing going into the side, and it goes over. Nothing given. The referee's not giving anything in this second half, I've noticed. He's decided. Ball going long, and it's going to just go out for a throw in. It's going to be a throw in too. steals as well. Back for Lemon here, so 78 minutes gone, not too long now in the game. Lemon throwing it down the line, looking for Rawson, but headed away by White, and it's just going to be another throw-in, at least now this time in the Shildon half. Looks like it's a substitute coming on. It looks like Charlie Wood is the man who's going to be coming on for the Steels as Lemon throws it down the line. It's banged there by Haywood, but White able to clear. Goodwin can't block off the clearance. Grulich Smith's going to look to hold it up. He holds up really well, actually, and he gets it to his midfield man. Gets it now across to the right-hand side for Haywood, who pushes forward. Continues to get forward here. No one really stopping his run. Going to take the short pass to Steels here, and it's the 1-2 lucky for Haywood again. It works out, and it's a slide challenge to Turner goes out, and it's going to be a corner kick to Shildon. And then we have to Stocksbridge have to be strong for this chance to avoid going behind after being 2-0 up. That would be the most gutting thing to happen. We'll see if Steels can just defend this before Charlie Wood heads on to see what impact he can make. He hasn't really made much impact in some of the games this season, but he'll be wanting to make one now, be a big one to do it in. Ball going in, headed away by Stocksbridge, and a free kick is given for a push, I think, from Alexander White there. Steels get the ball back here, and here comes the substitution for Stocksbridge Park Steels. Charlie Wood is the man coming on. We're just not sure who's coming off yet. It's Iffy Thebu coming off. A surprising one. We'll see how the Stocksbridge sets up now with the winger going off and the central midfielder coming on. And Townsend finally gets the okay to take his goal kick. Some goals we can tell you about in a second. Some good, some bad for the Steels. Shildon able to head that way unchallenged. Only goes to Lemon, who's going to not that one long, but that just goes right out of play to be a Shildon throw-in. That's just giving the ball away pointlessly for the Steels so far. So the goals to tell you about. Hebburn Town have gone 4-1 up on Consett. Liam Henderson scoring the latest. Long Eaton are 2-0 up now on Ossett. As it goes back now to Bond. Rawson is going to close it down and force him to take it a bit quicker than he wanted to. Tinker's looking to win the header. Tinker does win the header, and it's poorly controlled by Haywood, with Wood closing him down, but Haywood is able to clear that away, only to Goodwin, who's trying to head it back to Wood. Wood controls, goes backwards. Good little turn and pass by, doing great passing. It goes to Turn on the left-hand side. Begs a good delivery. It is a decent delivery. Rawson gets a header, but it's wide. He just can't get the direction at Rawson. Fantastic play down the left-hand side, and now Stocksbridge are going to make another substitution. It's Bentley Baker coming on now. And I think Jordan Lemon, who seems to be struggling with his hernia there, is going to be the man coming off. Goal that is good for Stocksbridge, especially if Stocksbridge can retake the lead here, is that Brighouse have equalised against Dunstan. Rion Benjamin Potts scoring that one. And Bailey Baker now come on, and he'll head into position before this game can resume. In the 81st minute now. Bond sending it long. Headed on, but only back now to Oglesby, who's going to boot that one forward. Rawson is chasing it. Bond's rushing out. Bond's going to collect that to in his arms. He's going to send that out quickly as well. Looking for Vinny Steels. Tinker wins the header. Goes to Turner, who's going to allow it to bounce before carrying it forward. Gets it to Wood, who's took a position on the left wing. Wood's going to now find Turner again. Turner's going to get down. He slips over the ball a bit there, Turner, and that will allow Shildon to get the ball back, and they're going to clear it away as well. Currently on the left-hand side with Postill now. Yumby back in a bit clumsy by Yumby, but he doesn't commit the foul, according to the referee anyway. Hey, and Turner's closed down there well from Atkinson. Turner's going to look for the pass to Rawson, but Rawson realised he was offside and he has to leave that one. That is frustrated to see. Dunstan have had a man sent off as well. William Jenkins has been 10 off of them. Baker's going to take his first touch of the ball. I think it's just going to be takes a touch before booting it off. Well, he tried to boot off his man. It's just gone back to Shildon. It stayed in. Shildon will have some pressure here. Yeah. Going to go long, and here's some passing from Shildon. They're going to try and cut through the defence here. They get it inside. Baker's trying to block it. It is Goodwin who gets into the tackle, and now Goodwin takes pass to Langton, and Langton is going to clear this one. Ross takes a good touch. He's going to have some pressure from wide, but he evades it. Sets through one pass on. He's going to try and get to the next one. Here comes Rawson. Great run. He just gets it caught up in his feet a bit. He's got men in front of him. Ross looks at the space. Takes a shot blocked by White. Yumby is going to get on in. Yumby, we haven't really seen much on since he's come on, but he's actually going to allow it to go out for the throw-in now. Some great play there for him. Long Eaton have taken a 3-0 lead against Ossett now. Jamie Walker, the latest goal scorer for them. Baker there up to take the throw-in. Hit down here too. Goodwin can't control it, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Oh, that's a way. This is what we're saying a lot of times in this game. It's been the Seals are wasting potentially good opportunities. Bond will send it long here. Oglesby heads it back, and Rawson tried to win the header, but he doesn't head away. And the second header, Shildon gets away. Postill's looking to keep it in. He does. He's under pressure from Baker. Gets a little shove from Baker. Nothing given. Postill's still on the ball. Tries to carry it away. And this is not given as Yumby will now cut inside. Yumby runs at the defence. Yumby's looking to cut inside. He's looking to get it on his left. Trying to get the ball through to Rawson. Rawson, poor control. Back here to Turner. He's trying to get the pass through to Wood. It's not a great one. Wood's looking to keep it in on the byline. He does. And he goes out of play. I think not really knowing exactly where he was. Goal kick. We are 84 minutes gone in this game. It is 2-2 here. Stocksbridge pressing to try and retake the lead. Grimsby Borough have come back from 2-0 down against Worksop and are now drawing 2-2. Adam Drury, the latest there. Some weird results happening in this league today. Long one here from Bond, and Oglesby heads it away. Going to go out for a throw-in on the halfway line. With Hayward now, who's going to take 1 yard, 2 yard, 3 yard, 4 yard, 5 yard, 6 yard, 7 yards. Throw goes down, and a free kick there for Shildon. And it's another opportunity for the bot line. And this is a dangerous one for the Steels to defend. Vinny Steels is the one standing over it, who's caused so many problems for this Stocksbridge defence since coming on as a substitute. Stocksbridge need to be awake. Ball going in from Vinny Steels, headed design, almost an own goal there from Curtis Turner. Going to go out for it, and it's going to be the corner. And they know what's a big set piece to defend. Everyone seems to be crammed in the 6-yard box, though there is the likes of Atkins. I know, I say that. I was going to say Atkins outside. He's just gone into the 6-yard box. Ball aimed there. It's touched away by Townsend, and I think there was a late one into him there as well, but that's not going to be given. And it's going to be a throw in here to Shildon right next to the corner flag. And I think Postill's going over there. And there was a quick John Wills going over there. No one really tracking him until Yumby noticed. Yumby's speed though stopped it. And instead there's a few little throws there to decide who's doing it. And now here comes a long throw. It's not coming in yet, but it's going to be a long throw. Here comes the long throw in. Second header goes across. Tinker heads it away. Yumby tried to get the follow-up header, but it's going to go back to Shildon in midfield. Langton's trying to press, but beaten by Matthews, and it's going to go into the left side for Atkinson, but Rawson's going to cover that out to be a Stocksbridge throw-in. So Baker here will throw the ball down the line. Stocksbridge looking to get it away from their half here. Rawson, it comes off Rawson. He's going to actually, hesitate come off Rawson. Going to be Shildon's throw-in. Roscoe goes to the throw in. He found Turner in Lakers a space. The only let off for Shildon was that Turner didn't get it properly into his feet. Turner still has it. Tries to go to Baker, but it's a poor pass, and it's going to be Shildon's throw, and Shildon are going to try and move quickly onto it. Yeah, I say that. Stock's going back into position well. That's just a bit of a waste. A good opportunity there, just not falling right for Stocksbridge. Throw going into Postill. Postill touch force backwards to Hayward, who has it on the edge of the pitch before knocking it forward. Baker's going to cover that and knock it away. He's going to just go out for a throw-in after Goodwin's challenge. Jamal Lowe's just got one back for QPR against Rotherham United as it's a loose pass there. Charlie Wood, but Charlie Wood didn't get onto that, and now it's gone back to Shildon. I think Wood just let Shildon off, loose pass off, and Haywood's pressing forward, and Haywood's not being challenged. He's tried to get a ball through, but the bobble's there gone, and Baker's clearance has bobbled back, and before Tinker's able to head it away. This pitch is which looks really good, but it's cut up a bit in the going, and the bobble is not helping either team really. Currently with Haywood, who throws it down there. Tinker's trying to stop Ray from getting the better of him. Ray's pressing back into him, a bit like a handball attacker there. I may have handball in mind. But it goes back to Steels now. He's going to look to cut inside, but well in from Wood. Great work from Wood, who now gets it away to Rawson, who looks to hold it. Rawson is holding, got many men on him, but he's been tackled there, and it's gone back to Steels, who's looking to cut inside. He's going horizontal before trying to get through. Murray clears but Matthews is going to head it back, but only to Goodwin, who heads it forward. Yumby not aware of what that was going to happen though before Matthews clears it right back. Oglesby gets it and heads it away. Goodwin's looking to look to the next header. McGrew Smith heads it forward to Steels, who no look passes it. Shot blocked, and Steels looks for the first onto it. Tinker gets onto it first, and Tinker's going to roll with it before clearing it away. Wood tries to get his foot onto it, but Haywood is first on. Gives it to Weir. Some pressure from Shildon here, some good pressure. Weir breaks into the box, but Tinker covers him well, and it's going to go back to the goalkeeper. Great work from Jack Tinker there. Townsend takes ball quickly, looking to try and get Yumby into the game. Matthew is able to knock it away. Some arms up. North Shields have taken the lead against Carlton Town. Callum Yarmouth scoring that goal. Baker's knocked forward, but White only sliced the clearance and then knocked away there by Shildon. Tinker's fighting for it now with Steels. Steels wins that fight. Steels is looking crossfield, but Baker's just going to head that away. I think Baker had more time than he realised as it goes back to Weirs, and now to Postil, and Baker's going to cover Postil as he tries to get it down, and Baker gets his tackle in, and he's now going to clear that one upfield. It's a Shildon throw, and it looks like Shildon are going to have the better at the end of this game. Because we are in the 90th minute. We are in added time now. I haven't seen how much added time has been added on, but throwing goes into Postil. Back to Weirs, who tries to put the ball forward. It's just on the corner of the box here with Ray, but Langton's tackle. Langton knocks it off him and gets to Goodwin, who plays it up, but only back to White, who just seems to get everywhere in this pitch. Sends the ball over the top, going to fall perfectly. Baker has to knock it off, and I think he may have knocked it off Postil. He hasn't. It's going to be a corner kick, a late corner to defend for the Steels here. It's a difficult one, and Baker just noticed the short one here, but it's good. The short option was on, but then it's not. Hebburn have gone 5-1 up on Consett. James Howson. Ball going in here. Headed. It's in the back. Shildon. Grulich Smith. 3-2 Shildon. What I'm going to say is the pre-header for Grulich Smith. Not much I can say more about that. The Steels are 2-0 up. They're losing 3-2 now. So it's back now. Stocksbridge will have just a few minutes to try and get back into this. One of the Shildon players now tying his shoelaces as he's doing that, so we will get back to it. Just to say, Shildon players are trying to pass it amongst their defence right now to time waste, just to notice that. The referee has done nothing about it. Right, to turn and pass it back here to Langton. It's an absolute bottling by the Steels today, to be honest. As Goodwin heads it forward here, White clears it. Headed away back before Goodwin touches it, but cleared away there by Atkinson. Only goes back to Baker. Baker takes a touch back to Murray. Murray tries knocking forward, looking for Yumby, but cleared away there. And now Tinker's going to try and get it under control. Heads it forward. But Tinker will continue with it. Tinker continues to press forward. Tinker takes a side shot to Turner. Opens up Turner. Turner takes a shot just wide, and he holds on to it. The keeper Bond as well. Bond will take his turn. So still with the goalkeeper here, Harrison Bond, who takes his time for sending it long here. Sending it long. Grulich Smith will head it on, but it's just going to go back to Townsend here, who will take it to feet because he's going to look to get this out as quickly as possible. Townsend has to watch and he sends it long here, looking for Rossi, but White's just going to head that one right out of play. And now it's full time. Shildon get the 3-2 win. All I can say is the Steels absolutely bottled it. They lose 3-2 here. It's a big letdown of a performance after being 2-0 up. There's not much more to say. I'll see you on Tuesday for the game against Osset.